Hi, and welcome back to Wicked Wands Tarot. My name is Carmen. I'm gonna warn you, yeah, there it goes. The camera sometimes takes a little while to lighten up, so it's probably really dark for you at the beginning there. We've got a reading about somebody that doesn't know how to talk to you, and they're probably no contact for you right now. They've found something out and it's really depressed them or made it that much more difficult that you're not in their life. But they did walk away from you because they felt like they were not good enough or they couldn't offer what it was that you were looking for. So the I left you before you could leave me is the most prominent energy. But the fact that they feel like their life is not together, or it's not really going very well, is, I think, pretty core to how they're feeling as well. So let's call in spirit with a little bit of Winchem 10. I hope you're having a good day so far. If you're interested in a personal reading, my email address is in this description box below. I have had a few questions, just so you know, if you're curious. The way I do it is I record it just as I would a live stream, except for it's pre-recorded, and then I upload it to YouTube as an unlisted video. So only those with the link can find it. So you can watch it whenever you want. You don't have to worry about schedule that way. All right, let's dive in with the situations deck. Desire in the reverse and crickets. Because they have not said anything, because they have not pursued you or tried to make things right, I feel like you're just like less attracted. I thought you were exciting. I thought you were bold. I thought you were smart. But now that we've hit this like rough patch, it seems like you're just like, okay, I can't do anything. If you really wanted me, you would do something about it. So we have a loss of interest because you're not trying to change anything. You're okay with losing me. If you really wanted to be with me, you would say something. You would try to make something work. So the assumption seems to be you walked away or you left me because you weren't willing to work on the things that you needed to work on. You walked away because you didn't really want to be held accountable or change that behavior. Irreconcilable differences, and this card is following me. The Twin Flames card. We'll see. Maybe Dude will show up. Hello, Khalil. How are you doing? I left you before you could leave me makes a lot of sense in the context of a twin flame connection because it is a connection or a journey that involves, in general, multiple chapters of togetherness and separation. I think we've got somebody who has decided, I'm done trying to pursue you because you don't ever try to pursue me or because you haven't tried to make things right. If there are still differences or if there is an argument that is still prevailing between the two of us, then maybe it's better if I let things fall apart. But I would encourage all of you to be as honest as you can with yourself about whether or not you are on a twin flame journey, and remind yourself that that does not symbolize that is the only person that you could be happy being in a relationship with, or that that is the person you have to tolerate no matter whether or not they're willing to go through ascension. A lot of people get stuck on twin flame connections because there's a lot of twin flame content out there that's like, this is the only person you can be with. Because it literally says the one on that card, right? But this is someone saying, I don't really believe that. I think I can go and do what I want. So we have, I think, an individual that has walked away from a twin flame and expected there to be another chapter, not realizing that that time they walk away or that argument where they don't try to resolve things could be the last time that they deal with that person, because there's a sense of someone being kind of like fed up or over it, right? Like I've been patient and it feels like all you do to me is keep secrets or lie about what's going on, try to stall me, that kind of thing. Hello, Pharaoh. Hello, Danny. What's going on? This is the Bianco Nero, by the way. So we've got the Two of Swords, Devil in the reverse, Two of Pentacles in the reverse, and the Queen of Cups in the reverse. So there's a crossroads, a decision that I have to make. And I know that the decision I make is going to be based on what is enabling me to live my best life, what is encouraging me to move forward, or where would I be most likely to grow and be happy. And it's apparently not next to this person, right? Because we have somebody that's concerned that the instability or the unnecessary drama that they have gone through, it's because of this person not wanting to get their life together. What else do we have? The Hanged Man, Eight of Swords in the reverse, and the Ace of Swords. So at one time you may have viewed yourself as somebody that was kind of stuck, torn. I want this person, but they're not willing to do right by me. Maybe if I talk to them again in 6 months, maybe if I talk to them again in a year, maybe then they'll have things figured out and it'll work out better because there's this strong connection between the two of you. But it feels to me like something within you is telling you this is like the decision. This is the crossroads. If you choose to walk away from this person or let go of this person, then that's it. They don't really have an option to come back around or gain access into your life again. Hello, Darth. How are you doing? Hello, Michael. So maybe the I left you before you could leave me person doesn't really realize that this could be like the final chapter. Just for keeping it straight, I'm going to refer to the person who said, I left you before you could leave me, as the Seven of Swords, because they've been dishonest. They were hiding what was really going on. They may have made it seem like they didn't have feelings for you at all, or they don't understand how to deal with feelings. This is somebody who does think about how they invested in you, or they did dream about things working well, but they're so convinced you would not choose them that they did not want to overinvest and they ran away. Knight of Swords in reverse. There was an impulsive decision on their part because they are so convinced you would never choose them. You're not going to choose someone like me. You're like out of my league. They ran away. And they might have been playing some games with you up until that point, right? So I think the Ghost Tarot seems like an appropriate choice. What else do we have? The Moon in the reverse and the Eight of Cups. I feel for you. Whoever I'm reading for, you gave this kind energy. You put forth this safe place for them to be themselves, right? They felt like you were home. But it's interesting because if I were to say something feels like home, I would want to be there for longer than, 2 days or whatever it is. This is somebody who couldn't get comfortable, doesn't like to stay in one place for too long, perhaps. And they felt uncomfortable by the fact that you made them feel comfortable. I'm used to being on my own. I'm used to not needing anyone. I'm used to not wanting anyone. I need to be able to do things without wondering where you are or how you're doing. So I'll just leave now. I'll walk away, even though this is somebody who makes me happy. This is the Sun card in the Ghost Tarot, and it's kind of interesting. I mean, obviously, this is like a darker vibe, but it's almost like they're hiding from the sunlight. They're inside. You made this person happy and they are hiding from that happiness, because that happiness, if they want it for long term, it asks something of them and they're not sure they want to do what they're being asked or give what they would have to give. 10 of Cups. Is this the weirdest 10 of Cups you've ever seen? Little grim reaper running across the field. That's the 10 of Cups. The 10 of Cups is supposed to be about love, security, belonging. Oh, is that love? Did I just find? Oh, I better run the other way as fast as I can. They're hiding from what makes them happy. They're hiding from what they see as a source of happiness because they feel like inevitably they would lose it. I'd rather lose it now and not get comfortable with it. I know you'll leave me anyways, so I'll leave you. Does anybody have a camera out the back of their car so that if you're like going in reverse, you can see what's back there? I do, but you wouldn't know it by how I act, because whenever I traveled for work, had rental cars that had it, and I didn't want to get used to that because I didn't have it in my regular car. And now that I have it in my regular car, I still don't want to get used to it, because if it stops working, I feel like I'll stop working. This is somebody who's like, it's like dangerous to get used to feeling good around this person. I know it's inevitably not going to be mine. I know it's not going to work out. So I'd rather get used to it now not being mine, or I'd rather ruin it now than wait and wonder how long is it going to be until I ruin it. Hello, Rob. How are you doing? So we have the Hierophant. This can talk about relationships. I realized that I wanted to be in a serious relationship with you. I realized that I wanted to be my best self for you, and that scared me, so I ran away. Did I want the relationship? Yes. Did I want to be with you? Yes. But I don't feel like you're going to choose me. I don't feel like you would keep me around. So I've got to protect myself and avoid you breaking my heart by choosing to break it for myself first. Hello, Jason. How are you doing? What else do we have? 5 of Wands. Sorry, 7 of Wands. 6 of Wands. Yeah. I mean, I see this a lot, especially with the twin flame readings. There seems to, with most twin flames, be one person in the duo or the, set that really struggles with letting another person get to know them in a meaningful way, being vulnerable, showing what you've been through, talking about what you want, letting somebody really in, right? But my life is not as together as it seems. And I want you to see me as a good partner. I want you to see me as desirable. And if I let you actually get to know me, then you'll decide you don't want me anymore. So I'd rather be this mysterious thing that rejected you. Hello, Drums. How are you doing? Yeah, it's a thing. I would say that's a trend for specifically people that are dealing with probably insecurity issues. So we've got the King of Pentacles, the Knight of Wands, and the Page of Swords. So I thought about and I daydreamt about having a life with you, having a stable living situation with you, being with you until the day I die. And it terrified me because I'm not good enough, because you deserve something better than me, because I don't have what it takes to like do the work that I know I need to do in order to be good to you. So Knight of Wands, I'm going to run away. I can't do it, so I'll just leave. This is the Pause Tarot. What else do we have? Seven of Cups. Wheel of Fortune in the reverse, Empress. I've tried to date other people. I've tried to rediscover that magic or that chemistry that we had between the two of us. Surely I could find it with somebody else out there. There's so many people, right? I'll go on dates. I'll go on dating apps. I'll go to bars. I'll go to parties. I'll meet people, and I'll forget about you. Wrong. Some people that you meet in your lifetime, you'll never forget about them. Do you ever think back 2 decades or whatever, and you're weirded out by some little detail that you remember? It's not consistent. There are going to be plenty of those memories that fall away, but this is an attempt to forget somebody that is part of this person's soul. It's not going to change. It may as well be a tattoo on their body, right? They're trying to distract themselves by meeting new people or believing that they'll find some chemistry, some happiness with somebody else, and acknowledging, I think in the near future, maybe in the next couple of weeks, that there is nobody that's going to compare to the person they walked away from. There's just, that's your twin flame. It ain't going to happen. Okay. You could have soulmates. You could have different connections. The difference is we have somebody who's trying to replace their twin flame, trying to find somebody who's just like this, versus somebody who's saying the twin flame thing didn't work out for me. I know there are other people out there that I could be happy with. I accept that that didn't work out, because I believe that is absolutely a path forward for a lot of people in the twin flame journey. This is somebody who is at once rejecting and shoving away the twin flame journey, but also trying to find somebody that is a copy of their twin flame. That's not healing. That's I don't want to use that word. Refusal to change. We'll go with that. Someone being stubborn, right? The Hanged Man, Queen of Swords in the reverse. Four of Cups in the reverse. So I feel like this person who left you before you could leave them, I feel like they really like leaving things on a cliffhanger, leaving things as if there's unfinished business, because then there's a chance you'll reach out. There's a chance they'll reach out. There's a chance you come back together. If there's an actual ending, then maybe I won't ever hear from you again. So they really like this open-ended, no contact situation, right? Well, maybe you'll message me tomorrow, maybe not. But now they're starting to feel like there is very little chance of that happening. Maybe that worked in the past. Maybe that worked for a while. But now it's kind of okay, well, why would I reach out? It's just going to be the same little game, right? I'm kind of bored of that. Sure, I could communicate. Sure, maybe it'll be a little bit flirtatious or entertaining. But then if you haven't done this work, it's going to be a repeat of the same thing. At some point, you're going to run away. You go, feelings, run away. So it's acceptance that I left you before you could leave me, the Seven of Swords, that if they're not changing, then that twin flame journey might be over. Right? I've learned what I can from it, and there are other people out there. Hi, Jess. How's it going? High Priestess. Seven of Wands. Eight of Wands. Whoever you are, you've got this High Priestess energy and Empress energy. I should clarify, this is how your twin flame views you. They see you as the Empress High Priestess, but I do feel like it's pretty spot on. This is somebody who sees that you are too smart for them. they realize they may have figured out my game. I might have been able to put on some false bravado or convince them I'm actually quite authentic and I feel good about who I am as a person. But there's reason for them to believe you have figured out their little game and you know they're worried they're not good enough for you. Look at the background on the High Priestess card and the Empress dress. It's the same. What's up, Key Controller? How are you? So they feel like you have their number. They feel like you know how they operate. They can't manipulate you. They can't play these little games with you with no contact. Hey, no contact this week, contact next week. But I'm never going to stay around. Because when you get too much of me, you'll realize that I'm not good enough for you. Hello, Pharaoh. How's your day? What else do we have? Five of Wands. Six of Wands. Finding out the truth crushed me. I feel like for many of you, this is giving you some insight into the next several weeks, the next perhaps couple of months. I think up to 12 weeks. But we have somebody being upset or feeling threatened because even though you've had these periods of togetherness and then you don't talk and then you talk again and then you don't talk, this feels different. This argument feels different to them. There's energy that isn't the same as it used to be, even if that's not how they would describe it. Something feels wrong to them and they're realizing maybe you're really out there trying to find somebody else and not interested in talking to them again. They're going to find out in the near future that you have gone out on a date, that you had a good time, that you've been seeing somebody for a couple of weeks. They're going to find out that there's a new love interest in your life and they're going to lose it. What do you mean they're dating somebody else? There's no way. They're totally in love with me. Of course they're waiting for me. No way. No. You must have heard wrong. That's not on their social media. They're going to be in denial initially. And then they're going to be like, oh, I'm not threatened. It's fine. I know that person's obsessed with me. But over time, the more they think about it, the more it gets under their skin. The more they realize, maybe this person who has shown me love is finally sick of me playing games and I don't have the opportunity to play those games anymore. Maybe this person who I know deserves the world or, would be a great partner. Maybe they found somebody who wants to be a good partner to them instead of, hey, how's it going? Okay, I'm leaving again. Devil in the reverse for me makes it seem like this Seven of Swords individual is looking at you and thinking, you're over me. You're not obsessed with me anymore. I can't control you. I can't manipulate you anymore. You like somebody else. I'm hearing She's Got You by Patsy Cline. All right, this is the Love Oracle. What else do we have? Pride, arrogance, ego, and stubborn. Look at the facial expression on him too. It's so perfect. Well, of course they'll come back to me. They're obsessed with me, fool. Okay. You can be obsessed with somebody one day and lose it the next. And I don't think this person has accepted that reality. They haven't accepted that you might actually get sick of their behavior. Confusion, uncertain, unclear, unsure. You've confused them because you've shown interest, or you're about to, because you've shown interest in somebody else or a different life or walking away. We've got resentment, anger, and hurtful words. If you're not going to treat me like you love me, then why would I hang around and see if you're going to like eventually figure it out? They're confused because they felt like you'd always come back and have patience, but they're realizing that love or obsession has turned to resentment. I know I deserve somebody who's going to be there for me during difficult times, make me laugh, or remind me, of better days, whatever it is. And this person hasn't done that for me. Deep love, unity, and connection. Whew, okay. For some of you, this twin flame journey has been complicated by the fact that you are involved in this journey with a pessimist, somebody who looks for the worst possible outcome in every situation. Negative mind at the bottom. This is the curse card. It also says hex and witchcraft. For some of you, this person has a spell on them. This could be an ex of theirs that wanted this person to be trusting of them, or to believe them, or to perhaps treat them better. But I feel like the curse went wrong. It's like they didn't do their magic right. I feel like this person in the twin flame dynamic has issues with intimacy and has a negative outlook, in part because somebody in their past really did the most to try to control them. They probably need like a real nice like salt bath or something. Silence, frozen, no words, stone wall. Where you were previously warm and welcoming and friendly, even if maybe you needed to like kind of hash it out initially after you come back together or reconcile. This person is now seeing you as somebody that doesn't want to respond. I'm not going to start the conversation, not going to reply, not going to be thinking about you. I am a stone wall. They don't feel like they can get a reaction out of you. Depth, awareness, importance and value. They may know that there was somebody that put a spell on them, or they know, or they're becoming aware of the fact that they have been overly pessimistic or negative with you. I think they know they had a spell put on them, because now we have that third party card coming out. Attachments, third parties, and peers, influences. I think this person had a spell put on them. It made it real difficult for them to be emotionally available or intimate. And because they weren't working to get rid of this curse, or they didn't do that healing, this curse is still making it so that they can't really see love, right? This is the Overthinker's Oracle. How's it going, Elise? Is that L.I. Lee? How are you? What else do we have? Dale. False twin flame. So here's how this one boils down. Number one, some of you thought this was your twin flame. It is not your twin flame. Number two, some of you were told by this person that you were their twin flame because they were trying to manipulate you. Still a false twin flame. Number three, this is your twin flame, but the person who put a curse on them tried real hard to convince your person that they were the twin flame. And this has like crossed their wires. It's made things a little bit hazy up here. But we have somebody that wanted to masquerade as a twin flame, and they were not a twin flame. I feel stuck with the wrong person in situation. I'm telling you, it's a third party. So in other words, your person tried to manipulate you, tried to play games, right? I don't know if it even compares to how much someone else has tried to manipulate them, trying to get them stuck. This is quite the plot. I was just going to say it's complicated. Yeah. This person is still struggling with clarity and seeing things the way they really are, or discernment, because they have someone in their past that keeps trying to mess with them in terms of spells or witchcraft, or trying to manipulate them to believe that they are the twin flame. If somebody's trying to tell you that they're your twin flame, you just tell them to shut up. You can be more polite than that. But like, don't you ever come up to me and tell me that I'm your twin flame. I'll slap you. No, I won't. I got to stop saying things like that. Just don't believe it. Hello, first time. Should I say first image? How are we doing? What else do we have? Because in my opinion, it's real manipulative to tell somebody that you are my twin flame, especially when it's not like an organic conversation. Maybe there's like a fun, playful way to go about that. It's just difficult for me to picture how that would be not manipulative. So I do feel like this third party tried to mitigate or avoid a breakup or separation with the person you probably consider your twin flame by telling them we're twin flames. You'll come back around anyways. So this person has felt pulled between you and this ex of theirs that put a curse on them. I'm going to lose my mind, you guys. What's really weirding me out? I don't know if you can see this. Okay, you see where? No? Okay. How I have the cards laid down. Legitimately, this twin flame goes on top of the other twin flame card. And then this one came out long enough where I was starting. So they're next to each other. Okay. So one person has had to navigate the fact that they do have a twin flame, and they have somebody who wants to pretend they're your twin flame. Oh, Lord. What is this world coming to? So they have regrets, because I feel like your person misunderstood what your connection really was, because they were being kind of manipulated by this other person. That said, playing games. It applies. Multiple trolls. Aren't they adorable? That makes a lot of sense. Jealousy and envy. Yeah, there's someone who is super jealous of you because they do feel like you are the actual twin flame. So they try to make you look bad, and they try to like manufacture a twin flame journey with somebody. Baby. Is there enough to do in the world? You gotta do that. Yeah, I imagine it did. So one thing that is helping the Seven of Swords realize what's really going on is how you treated them versus how this other person treated them. When they sit down and think about it, I think they believe you are their twin flame because you were honest. They feel like this ex of theirs was really just manipulative. So they look at your way of loving them as like you're genuine. But they chose the other person. They thought that was their twin flame. And now they're worried that they've wasted time with this other person or chasing other people, that now you don't love them anymore. You know, I played too many games. I lied too much. Why would this person want to talk to me anyways? I think the only way they would listen to me is if I were to be honest about literally everything. Okay, if you've ever seen The Professional with John Reno and is it Jean and Gary Oldman? That's his name, right? Gary Oldman is this like super terrifying cop, not a good guy. And there's a scene in the movie where his character is requesting one of his little goons go get like people to help them in a situation. And he just kind of nonchalantly says, get everyone, bring everyone here. And the guy's like, what? What do you mean, everyone? And Gary Oldman is like, everyone, like loses it, like, you know, veins are bulging and words drawn out for ages. This is somebody who is saying, I'm going to confess everything. They know I can't leave out anything. If I tell you 98% of what I need to and I leave out 2%, you're the high priestess. You're going to know. So either your person or your person's ex, I think, were caught up in a situation that made it pretty clear that they were unfaithful, if you know what I mean. That could be why they were breaking up. We have missed opportunity. And I never meant to hurt you. I was so immature. If they had taken more time to listen to their intuition, if they had thought about what they know about your character and this other person's character, they would have been able to figure out this puzzle. The problem was they let somebody else influence them. They let somebody else convince them you're a bad person. And they, above all else, believed pretty much from the get-go, I'm not good enough for you. You're going to leave me eventually. So if somebody else tells me I'm their twin flame and it's somebody who, you know, knows who I really am and that I don't have my life together and they accept me the way that I am, then I guess I'll go back to that. It's called The Professional. It's actually one of my favorite movies. It's just, there's some questionable themes. But it's Natalie Portman. I think that's her first role. This is the Tarot of the Nile. Tell me more about this false twin flame. This is wild. We're talking about twin flames. We get the number 2. 2 of Wands. Attracted to, tied to 2 people. Confused about what the connections really were. Page of Wands in the reverse. Those of you that watch my channel probably know this is not just a card that talks about communication. It can be a reference to no contact, but I think this is about somebody who misread the situation, who believed that person's my twin flame, not you. Somebody read it wrong, measured it wrong, right? That wasn't real love. That was manipulation. But we're at the wounded warrior now. They've realized that they were wrong or that they viewed the 2 of you kind of like oppositely. What is it? They conflated you 2. And now they're wondering, is there anything I can even do at this point? I mean, I've already pissed off my real twin flame, or I've already caused, you know, chaos over there. I think I've lost that person completely. I failed to like figure this out in time. Hello, Acorn. Thank you. I appreciate that. That's how I get away with it all. I'm just kidding. Hello, daughter of Saturn. How are you doing? She really was. Hello, Justin. Rachel, how's your day going? So we've got the Ace of Wands in the reverse being joined with the 10 of Pentacles in the reverse. And the 5 of Swords. All right, real talk. It feels like this ex was trying to be seen as the twin flame and not lose their partner because They viewed it as a financial hit. They were codependent on this person. I can't afford for you to leave. Maybe I feel like I'm able to like clout chase if we're together. Maybe I feel like I could get the job that I want if people know that I'm with you. Haven't thought about that person in a long time. So there was someone I met years ago that was in a relationship that I think they would have characterized as at least like emotionally abusive, because they were dealing with somebody that manipulated them all the time. And at one point I heard this person say, yeah, but I'm making a lot of good money. I don't know if it'd be worth it. In fact, I know it's not worth it because I have quit a job specifically because it was bad for my mental health. This is somebody who is, I think, trying to convince a partner of theirs who is about to leave them, you're my twin flame, and that other person over there is fake. You have to stay with me. Because they need this person for connections or for money. Ten of Swords. King of Wands. Seven of Cups. But now we have the Seven of Swords realizing that, God, this is so many illusions and so many lies. They're realizing that they bought into an illusion, that they believed a lie, and that they ended something that was real in favor of continuing something that was false, in favor of being with somebody who loves them for their money, or, you know, would date their sibling just as quickly. You know what I mean? Like, it's not about you, it's what you give me. So now this person's not interested in dealing with their false twin flame. Now they're like, no. I thought I was going to like marry you, or I thought I was going to be in a relationship. Maybe we were going to live together. But now I don't want anything to do with you. Now I know what you did. Now I know how you treated me. You lied to me. Finding out the truth crushed me. You were actually not my fault or my twin flame. And the person that you convinced me that I shouldn't love is my twin flame. So this is a complete like reversal, a change in perspective for this person. They're realizing what I thought I could trust is in fact not a trustworthy source at all. And the person that I really do miss is somebody that I walked away from, somebody that I assumed was fake. Knight of Cups, Four of Swords, and the Four of Pentacles. So I know I caused some damage. I know I walked away, and I know that my life is kind of crazy right now. But I want to at least apologize to you. I want to tell you what really happened. I want you to understand why I believed what I did. It doesn't change that my behavior was immature, but I want to at least tell you what happened. So I do think they want to let you know about this false twin flame situation, or about somebody putting a spell on them. Because that Seven of Cups can be a reference to a spell as well. We've got the Emperor in the reverse. Lack of control. The spell is broken. They no longer can convince this Seven of Swords that they are, you know, a matched set. So now the Seven of Swords is starting to see things more clearly. And I feel like they have a greater respect for honesty, integrity. They want to apologize with this Page of Cups. Two of Swords in the reverse. They've made this decision. They know it may not go the way that they want it to, but they're going to do it anyways because they feel like it's the right thing to do. You're going to get some sort of communication. For some of you, it's going to be a huge block of text in a text message, and you're going to be like, this is not normally a very communicative person. Why are they sending me all of this? For others of you, this person's going to want to talk to you by phone or in person to make sure that the message is received accurately, or that, you know, they don't have to wonder about what your reaction was. Really just depends on how convenient that is to make happen. But they have decided that leaving things between the two of you broken and shattered the way that it is isn't how they want to do it. They want to at least try to do right, tell you what happened, and apologize. This is the Earth and Bone Oracle. What else do we have? Surrender, number 6. Letting go, trust, consideration, and expansion. So you've decided to walk away from this person just as they're realizing who you are to them. They're trying to decide, am I doing something stupid? But I think they realize I may not get another chance with you. I may not get another chapter with you, but it's part of my healing to be able to come forward and tell you what really happened and have some accountability. Own up to the fact that I lied about something, give you insight into what was really going on, because I know I was hiding everything. I was being very secretive of you. And that's part of my healing. Even if I don't get to be with you, I will feel better because I did right by you. Hello, Tammy. How are you doing? And the portal, number 39. Originality, idealism, progression, opening, and accessing. I do feel like this person has an opportunity to make things right and to apologize. I don't think that a considerable, like a majority of them are going to have another chance with their twin flame, but I do think a decent percentage of them will. It's dependent, of course, upon their ability to really do right by the confessing everything, right? All right, this is the Romance Angel Oracle. Children, your love life is being affected by children. Someone may have lied about who the father was in order to make somebody stay in a relationship. Release your ex. The time has come to clear your energy. Reconciliation. Someone from your past is returning to your life and calling in your soulmate. So basically in this twin flame reading, it feels to me like they're going to come back. They're going to apologize. They're going to tell you what happened. And you have your choice. You have this discernment, right? Have they done enough healing? Have they done what they needed to get to that point where they are emotionally available? It does seem like for some of you, they are doing the work that they need to. For others of you, you are calling in a new soulmate because this person has failed to achieve that objective, right? They haven't learned that lesson and they've been a little too stubborn to change their ways. Hello, I knew it. How are you doing? Hello, Betroids. How are you doing? Hello, Realm of Bedlam. This is the Kipper. What else do we have? Main Male in the reverse, Pathway, and Lovers in the reverse. So we have somebody realizing who I thought I should be with is not who I should be with, and I'm open to something else. Or I know that I maybe fumbled things with this person, but I still really want to make things work with them. This is about acceptance and flexibility in love. Can you learn what you need to learn on this journey and choose what is a better environment or a better relationship for you and not get distracted by someone who's putting spells on people or someone who hasn't really done their healing work? I believe in you. But you gotta use that discernment, okay? All right. I love you all. I hope you have a great rest of your day. Thank you for the likes and the subscribes. I sure do appreciate that. I will see you later. Doodles.